This is what's inside me, what you see here in this house. This is the best way that I can describe what it's like to be Maria. Hi, I'm Maria. This is my handmade home in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My name is Maria Bartholdi. I do about 500 things for a living. I'm mildly internet famous. I'm a podcaster, improviser, write musicals, edit video, shoot video, produce video. Also a neurosurgeon on Sundays. Just kidding. I bought this house in 2020, right in the heart of the pandemic. It's a craftsman-style home, and I could tell the bones were really, really good, and that was the most important to me. Essentially, it was a blank slate, and I just got in here and threw down. Like a wrestler. My whole vision behind decorating this home was that I wanted to be inspired creatively. Going out and doing what I do is a lot of giving, right? You're on stage, you're in front of the camera, you're constantly giving yourself to the audience. I wanted to come home and feel like, yes, I'm reinvigorated to do more of what I love. That was the vision behind everything being colorful. The Maximalist style was just wanting to feel kind of like an explosion of creativity. Hello, this is the living room. It's a burst of color and hopefully a very happy experience. It started probably with the couch because I knew that I wanted to have a chartreuse green 70s style couch. I think everything else is an offshoot of that. It went up onto the walls. It's my favorite color, and so many things in my life are this color. I just love it so much. So this is my gallery wall of all of my most favorite pieces of art. This is one of the things that I think is such an easy upgrade to make in your house. I know it might look scary, like I got a ruler and a measuring tape and I measured everything here precisely. I did not do that. All I did was I measured the center of the room, boom, put this big unicorn piece here in the middle, and then I sort of just eyeballed everything else. This is my cathode ray tube TV that has been turned into a cat bed. This is a super easy project. It's just been gutted, and then on the inside I painted a little starscape so that the kitties can have nice dreams when they go in there. I love wallpaper. If I could wallpaper every room in a house, you know, I probably would. This wallpaper I agonized over for weeks and weeks what to do. I eventually landed on this black and white mural, which I think is a really cool idea. It's all one piece of uninterrupted art. That inspired the fireplace to become black instead of white. It's a nice anchoring color because there's so much color in this house. To have a few heavy black elements is really cool. So the dining room was built actually around this light fixture. I wanted a lot of heavy black elements to also match the fireplace. And that's where you get this black granite table, which I absolutely love. Yeah, so here is my game cabinet. It's one of the premier things that I bought for my home. I needed a place to put my games, but also it displays kind of who I am as a person. I have a regular board gaming group. We meet and we play games every Monday. And then for my job, we'll sometimes be playing board games to review for the YouTube channel. Is it work? I don't know, you decide. Like, this is a huge part of my life, and it's on display as a design element, which I think is a cool thing to think about. How can you display who you are through design? I think it was just a slow accumulation of stuff, honestly. You know, I'll be out and I'll see something and I'll just be like, yes, this I must acquire and bring to my collection. It's like those birds that make a nest and they decorate it with little bits of glass. I'm one of those birds. Here's my tribute to my great uncle, Frederick August Bartholdi, who designed the Statue of Liberty. Once when I was young, we went to the Statue of Liberty and I was like, do you think they'll let us in for free if we show them our IDs? I'm not just a proud American, that's family history. As you can see, I love playing with light. Alexa, turn on dinosaur light. There we go. So here's a fun one that you can program to be any colors you want. I've got a neon sign up there, which was custom made. You can get those now anywhere. A smart bulb in my lady lamp. At night, this place looks like a disco. This is the piece de resistance, Lloyd, the robot bartender. I'm a huge fan of robots. I love everything about them. And I drew a lot of robots. I had an Instagram account called Robot a Day where I draw one every day. Robot bars apparently were a thing that coincided with the moon landing. And someone said, you should have this. And I looked it up. You can't, of course, buy them. So I contacted a local woodworker who graciously offered to build me one and did it in a week and a half. And so this is Lloyd. Do you want a drink? Lloyd will provide. He is named Lloyd after the bartender in The Shining. So this is my favorite piece that I have in my house because it's fun, it's whimsical, it's functional. He's great. I love this bathroom. This is the downstairs bathroom. I can't take credit for it, unfortunately. The owners before me flipped it, and it is gorgeous. The fun story with this bathroom is that 2 owners ago, a pair of nuns left the convent to be together, and they lived together in this house for 25 years. Talk about being trailblazers. To be 2 women who were Catholic nuns, number 1, leaving the convent, number 2, living as 2 women together, is so brave and incredible. When they were demoing this bathroom, they found that behind this mirror was written on the wall, "Jan loves Emma." And I can only imagine that it's still there today. And that just makes me so happy to know that this was such a loving home for some people for so long. And I just love that story. And it inspired me, actually. That's the next musical I'm working on right now. It's called Jan Loves Emma, and it's a biography of them. Ooh, this is cool. This is a watercolor that's done of the front of my house that was painted by the 2 nuns who lived here. That was a neat item that's been handed down through 3 owners and given to me. So whoever owns it after me will also get it, which I think is really cool. This is my office. The main focal point of this office here is this feature wall. This house is more than 100 years old, and for its 100th birthday, I thought it'd be very cute to get the house a present. And so I decided to put in a mural. We did it in the Art Deco style of the 1920s to honor the house's creation. This is where I do my watercolors. These I just do for fun, for myself. During the pandemic, I think we all turned inward. We needed something to help soothe ourselves, to calm ourselves. And I had just recently gotten for Christmas a watercolor set, and I started drawing women. Being a proud feminist and being a champion for women, it was just a subject matter I was drawn to. I found it to be so incredibly healing as a process. It's so relaxing and wonderful to have a nice space to do them. So this is my watercolor area right next to where I work. So this is where I'll host podcasts, esports tournaments, all from my house because of the pandemic now. It makes me feel happy to be in here. And whenever you're doing work, that is a good feeling to have. This is another example of a gallery wall. My house is a little tiny one, except this one is all my work. These are some of my watercolor ladies. These are some of my most favorite pieces. You can kind of see the evolution of the style that I've developed, where this one's more traditional, and then I'm getting more experimental with these ones, which I kind of like. Also, if you have nice jewelry, show it off, you know? That's why I have these in clear cases. A lot of them are handmade by local artists. You know, I like to think of them as little mini pieces of art in and of themselves. Anywhere that I'm in my house, I want to be thinking, this is my favorite spot in the house right now. That's how I want to feel in every single room. I think people would describe my personality as excitable, loud. I like to be happy, and hopefully that's reflected in the design of this home and the way that I've put it together. Happiness in a home, that's kind of, I guess, how I would describe my design aesthetic here. What does happiness look like? This, at least for me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Handmade for more home tours just like this.